Kentucky X-Files Season 3, with your hosts Dennis Mays, Tyler Stewart, and Josh Gibbs. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also visit us at www.kyxfiles.com. And now, on to our show.
Fuck. That's funny. We can never tell you guys out there what was funny, though. It's bad. So bad. Okay, you get stretchers in?
Yeah.
Vocal warm up?
Powder donuts.
I'm gonna leave all this in, by the way.
I know. Welcome back, guys, to your Kentucky X-Files.
My voice is a little shot from yesterday.
What yesterday? What do you speak of?
We were at Monster Piece Theater yesterday.
We were?
We were.
Oh my God!
We were.
That's why it's so freaking empty behind me right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab all those pictures and show people. I should have did it already.
People will probably like, Josh, are you moving?
Yeah, that's what it looks like, though. It's just an empty room behind me.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my God, there's so many. All right. I'll grab this one just for context. We can show them what's up. So we took the big bad Rector, and we went to Monster Piece Theater. It's like a recording studio where they set up like a full-on camera crew, like set up, cameras everywhere. Everything is like under the microscope, mic'd up, and then you can see your boys there.
Yeah,
getting ready.
I took that picture. That's why I'm not in it.
All right, let me grab another one here.
Oh, you're fine. You don't have to show my mug. They can see me on the screen.
I'm gonna show you.
But there's Ty right there at the front, Denny on the right, and then there's drummer Dave sitting down in the chair. That's just past Tyler, and then that's Wildman Derek there in the middle. That was our recording engineer. And then to the right there next to Denny, that is Jason. And he was an AV specialist. And was it Ryan, I believe his name is? The one behind Jason is an AV specialist as well.
I believe so, yeah. I got some more pictures coming. Here we go. I almost grabbed a picture off of that group that wouldn't have went so good.
Wait. Yeah. And we're in the correct size.
Oh my God.
I'm not in that one. Even Dave's in that one.
Yeah, Dave was in that.
Is he?
Yeah,
oh my God, he is. He's blurry. I don't know if it's really Dave.
It's Kratos.
That could be anybody.
Yeah, that's Kratos.
There's another one here, the banner, drum kit.
Yep.
See our little Wendigo guy on the kick drum.
Yep.
Pretty awesome. There's I think that was the first group shot we took with those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's another one here.
And that's to the far right there, standing up. That's Chris.
Yeah.
That was our live. No, he was AV. Yeah, he was AV. The other guy, Jason, was our live sound engineer. That's right.
Yeah. I loved his pose and that he was the only one doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to do the I think it's in the Polaroid. I was trying to do the I had Tyler put his hand on my shoulder.
Yeah.
And then I was like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it would be classy, kind of a throwback to the 80s a little bit. Yeah. Man, it was fun though.
Yeah.
It was good times. I can't wait to show you guys what came of it, because we got to see like a rough. It was like a rough draft of it. And your boys, I mean, not trying to toot our own horns, but dude, like it was pretty badass. We looked good and we sounded good.
Yeah, I think we brought our A game.
We did. I feel like it.
I'm just saying it's it's been a couple of years of not loading, like loading and unloading and loading and unloading your shit.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, I feel like that was the reason why I didn't want to play anymore in the first fucking place.
Okay.
That sucked ass.
If you look here, up on that stage in the back is all of our stuff. And to the left of Tyler and Dave there is most of the packaging that all of our stuff came in. So everything had to be unloaded from a trailer, brought in, loaded up onto the stage, put back together again. And it was like a solid couple of hours of just them putting microphones in places and
setting up cameras and lights.
And oh, dude, it was so cool though. That was awesome. I have a bootleg that I made of the video.
Do you really?
I have a bootleg.
You ripped the boot. How'd you do that, dude? Was you recording the TV? It was weird.
I was. It kind of sucks because like you can't really like it doesn't do any justice. It doesn't do any justice and it doesn't sound great. It was more of the like satisfaction of like I'm getting a bootleg of this right now. I have no idea how to get it off my phone and onto here, to be honest. So it's not, I mean, you can't really hear it that good anyway. It's kind of one of them things.
Well, not only that, I mean, everybody was like a toddler in a movie theater. They were all just yammering away, talking the entire time we were watching it. It
was so awesome. Let me see if I can like, I bet I can fucking figure this out. I'm gonna send it to Rector first. We might be able to pull this off. Holy shit, doing some top level hacking right now. Let's see here. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. It worked. Holy shit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a copy of a copy, and I made it blatantly obvious too. This is so funny. Wait, do you guys see this? I had no shame either. I was sitting right next to the guy while I was doing it.
Yeah, that's why we're like, there's a light. That's what we needed. That's why we were bitching about it.
Well, we were having this issue when we started. That one light was just like right in the camera, and I just couldn't see anything. So I had to like.
Yeah. So,
nice. That was the end of Ragnarok.
No shame. I was like, this is too cool. I don't know how long it's going to take them to get it all done and whatever. And I just know that I was excited and I didn't want to wait.
Yeah.
I told you guys, I don't know if you guys had any kind of mishaps on stage, but I had a couple. I accidentally smacked the mic. You could hear me in the background like, oh shit. I smacked it with the head of my bass. It's like, oh shit.
There was one part, man, when we were playing Far Lands, and I remember Dave telling me a while back, he's like, hey, I don't end it until you give me the vocal cue. And I'm like,
yeah.
Oopsie. So I just didn't do it. I turned around and looked at Dave like, yeah, this is happening. And he's sitting there like, okay. Yeah, like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. It sounded great because it just drug out just long enough, Yeah. I like the compliment we got from the guys that just tickled me to death. There was two, and one started a hug fest.
Oh, yeah. Ooh,
yeah.
Dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh,
what was I was sitting on the floor watching the video. What was it exactly that he said? I heard some of it. I heard enough to know that it was a monstrous compliment.
Okay, so one of the compliments we got that I loved was, you guys are like an Appalachian Gojira.
Yeah, that was my favorite
And I'm
one.
like, oh,
Yeah.
you know, like, oh,
Yeah.
Mr. Beauregard, I do declare.
you know. And then after we were
A little
done,
flustered.
was it Derek? He was our, he
Yeah,
was like our, yeah.
Derek was
Slayer.
our recording engineer. Yeah.
Yeah. So he comes up to me and he goes, dude, nice fucking vocals. I'm like, hey, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. He's like, yeah, dude, you're like, it's like a Mastodon Gojira.
Yeah, he said you're walking the line right between them.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, you know, like,
Yeah.
flattery will get you everywhere, sir. You know?
What was it? What was
awesome.
it exactly Chris said? He goes, when he said, you're like an Appalachian Gojira, he goes, they're like all French and vegan, and you guys just bring all the meat.
Yeah, we're bringing the meat. Yeah. We're like, I don't know, man.
That was awesome.
It was badass. That was a good time. And, you know, I just want like real quick, shout out to Wonder Bar. Dude. I almost said Wonder Bra. Like I've been saying it for days too. Like I always
Yeah.
call it Wonder Bra. Wonder Bar.
Wonder Bar.
You
Wonder
know what?
Bar.
Fuck it. Shout out to Wonder Bra. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they're
Henry,
doing great
how
work
you
too.
say
I
it?
don't know. But that was a fucking amazing sandwich.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it hit the spot like right when we needed it to. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
there's a big ass like mushroom and Swiss burger, like that big. I literally cut the thing in half so I could eat it.
Yeah.
Like that was
I did too.
badass.
We it was weird though, because when we ordered down the line, Denny ordered his, and then Tyler was like, crap, that's exactly what I wanted. And then when it got to me, I asked what the other burgers were, and I picked the bacon cheddar. And then Dave's like, shit, that's what I wanted.
Then me and Dave had a secret conversation later.
Yeah.
You guys were inside, and me and Dave were outside. He was smoking, and he was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, Denny. I kind of wanted that 3 cheeseburger. And I'm like, fuck, you know I did too. And he's like, well, that would have been fucked up if me and you got the same burger. And I'm like, I don't know, Dave. I mean, there's only so many burgers and there's 4 of us. The ratio is kind of, it
Right.
stayed 50-50. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's like, yeah, but he's like, I think them other guys would have been upset if me and you got matching burgers. And I'm like, you know what, Dave? One of these days we're gonna have to sneak off and get our matching burgers. It'll be our secret. Like, what the fuck?
All I keep picturing is you guys holding hands, skipping down the fucking
Well,
down the road.
the first time he went out by himself, I went with him because I was afraid that like a carload of like women were gonna like snatch him and take him, and we need him to play drums.
Right.
You know what I mean? He can't be, you know, taken or whatever it is.
And we don't have
want,
Liam
you know?
Neeson around to help us.
I know, dude. I don't have Liam Neeson's skill set, that
Yeah.
specific set of skills for
Yeah.
tracking down Dave. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was weird because I told him that, you know, I was like, so if a boatload of, you know, just beautiful women show up and try to take you, I'm gonna save you, Dave. I'm gonna stop it from happening. And he's like, well, why would you do that to me? And I'm like, because we're friends, Dave. I can't let you be taken. What are you talking about? And then he was like, all right. It just wasn't the same after that the rest of the day, you know, like it's like he was, I don't know, weird, you know.
Yeah.
I'm offering to save you. I'm gonna save your life. You know. I don't know why you're upset with me.
Yep. And all the locals in the area were convinced we were a biker gang, even though we were all
Funny.
walking.
Yeah,
That was the part I found amusing.
that was funny. Oh God. Yeah, good times, man. I really enjoyed that. That was fun.
I can't wait to see the final product.
Oh, I know. We gotta play it on here. I think we should definitely, the day it drops or whatever, we should definitely blast it out on this and let everybody see it because it's really cool and we're super proud of it. It's gonna be awesome. You know?
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of work in the making too. You know, like we've spent the better part of a year and a half honing out these songs,
Yeah.
ironing them out. And yeah, what I was really just absolutely tickled with is that even though our on stage sound wasn't that great, because we were recording, so like we kind of had to be, down in volume to keep the headroom for the actual mixes. But I was the whole time, especially with Ragnarok, the timing in Ragnarok has to be, we have to be there.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm playing, I'm thinking, oh God, are we still in time? I can't hear my guitar. Because, of course, Dave really likes that one cymbal
Right next to you. Yeah.
that drowns out my guitar.
I got it in my right ear. Yeah.
Yeah. When it drowns out my guitar, it drowns out everything. So all I had is that cymbal and your vocals.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh God. And when we watched the playback, I was like,
yeah,
holy shit. It was like
good.
Right there,
Yeah. I was pretty happy with it.
Yeah. Because even if we went in and out of time signature, we went in and out together.
Yeah.
It was tight,
I had a decent mix, being right in front of the drum kit. So obviously I could hear him perfectly.
Yeah.
So I kind of had a pretty good mix. When they got you in your guitar in my monitor, I could hear you a lot better, which was very helpful.
Yeah.
But having the vocal monitor aimed up at me was extremely nice.
Yeah.
That I'd forgotten how nice it is to have a monitor right there. That's just, it takes all the strain out, the strain work.
Yeah.
Which is cool. It was pretty fun, man. I really enjoyed it. It was the most, I think might have been the most prepping for a show ever.
Yeah.
Because of all the, complexities and stuff they had to like set up. But God, that was fun, man. That was a good time. I would totally do that again. Like down the road a while. Once the aches and pains of the load ins and load outs are gone.
Yeah. We need to enlist some younger help for the load in, load out.
Yeah. That would be nice.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I totally understand why like national acts that have been playing for 30, 40 years have entire crews to do everything for them.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah, dude. It wears you out.
Mm-hmm.
By the time you get up on stage to play, you're like exhausted.
Yeah.
And then, like after our first sound check, I was like, dude, I'm like falling asleep right now. Like, I need some calories.
Yeah, that's why as soon as I was looking at you and I was like, Denny is looking like I feel.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I was like, we need to go get some protein. We need to go eat something.
Yeah, dude, it was a lot of work playing that rock and roll music.
Yeah, and the gig buzz. You know what I'm talking about. If you've ever played live music, you know what a gig buzz is. It's you've got that wound up. You may not have any energy, but you're wide awake because you just played a show.
Yeah.
So it kept me up really late last night till it finally petered off. Every time you set your coffee down, there's a drum roll.
Is it really?
Yes. It's a rim shot every time you set your coffee down.
Oh.
Wait a second. This whole time you didn't mean to do that?
I swear, every time you set your coffee down, there's a rim shot.
But it isn't this, is it?
No, it's a rim shot. It's that, but
you know what it is? Holy shit. My headset is laying on that, and it was laying on that button. And when I set my coffee down, it's like the vibration was making the button hit.
So you're telling me you didn't press that at all this whole entire time?
No.
Oh my God, that thing with Dave. You literally set your coffee down, and that's why I was laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Because you did a rim shot.
You did a rim shot about Dave.
Yeah, it was literally hilarious.
This, like, I don't know if you can teach the amount of like how good at this we are. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? That's just, but so modest, just so modest.
That's
I didn't have no idea it was happening. I
That was-
can't hear that stuff. Like
I
it's
have-
not.
yeah, I have no idea what the hell I was even saying, but that shit cracked me up because I'm just like, it dawned on me that's what was happening. I see you set your coffee down and it's a rim shot, and I'm like, why did he rim shot? I wasn't saying anything funny.
I had no idea what was happening, dude. That's fucking great. I love it. Like it's gonna come through here.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. Oh man. Yeah.
Oh,
The
I know what he's
gig
talking about.
buzz.
Yeah, the gig buzz, and I was up super late, and I'm exhausted this morning.
Same. Yeah. I stayed up late, hanging out with my kids, talking to them, and they've had a little, they had a couple things go down over the week, so I was trying to chill with them and make them laugh. They ended up making me laugh more than I made them laugh. I think we got on to Discord together and started playing all these games together, and it was like one was like Scrabble, and like maybe I'm a little bit of a sore loser on this. I don't know what it is about board games. Something gets into me. You know what I mean? Not proud of it, but I fully believe some of them fucking words were made up. That's bullshit. It was like my son like drops AAL and he's like, oh yeah, that's a word. Ow. And I'm like, that's not a word. And when I click, because it shows you the definitions. So I click on the word and it's like, oh, this is an Arabic measurement unit. I'm like, who the fuck was going to know that? You know what I mean? You don't grab your Scrabble board out. You try that shit at the table, with the family. You'll get voted out of your family.
That's when the table flips and
yeah.
Fuck
that. Get out of here with that Arabic measuring units.
You're not supposed to be able to use international language. Aren't you supposed to like set rules when you start up, like English words only, no plurals?
You would think.
No possessives. I don't know. I haven't played
because it was letting plurals too. Because my son's like the captain of putting an S at the end of everything and just getting the points for all that.
Yeah,
and I'm like, you little shit. And then me and my son played poker. Well, my daughter played too, but she bet the farm too early and lost everything. So me and my son squared off in poker for literally an hour, just trading money back and forth. Until finally something happened and it messed up, and we just decided to call it a draw because, it was just never ending, And we played like a putt game or whatever, and that game is bullshit. It's bullshit. That game is rigged bullshit. So not behind that one at all.
I saw a game recently that I thought would be absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
For us to do.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like Pictionary, but it's online Pictionary. And, everybody's over here in the columns, and everybody has to type in their guess.
Oh, yeah.
And all the wrong guesses show up. So if like you got shit spelling or anything like that, it's obvious.
That's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scribbly.io or whatever it is.
Yeah. I don't know, but
that
was shit is hilarious.
I thought something like that would be hilarious because we're just absolutely goof asses. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's fun. Oh, we played that. We played a couple rounds of that, and turns out my drawing is not great because I tried to do quicksand. My word was quicksand, and I drew like I just took like brown and I made the desert, and I just drew half a stick figure like in the sand or whatever, and my kids are like, it's a cactus. It's a cactus. I'm like, it's no.
So that's the problem, because your kids didn't grow up in the 80s.
That's what I was hoping I'd get them,
Yeah.
Like using my 80s advantage.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
My 80s. I better not say that. Never mind. That That was a close one. You guys almost saw it. You guys almost saw the moment that this episode got demonetized. Yeah. Got some kind of shitty news. This is a bummer. Back season 1, I brought this up. I remember telling Tyler about it first, and I remember telling you about it later, Josh. This lady's name was Claudia Ackley, and she had a pretty intense encounter with what she believed was the Sasquatch. Now, I made this point to the guys earlier, and I'd like to make it to you guys listening and watching too. Okay, so a lot of us who are still kind of on the fence, we all have a similar feeling. Well, if you've seen it, why didn't you pull out your phone? Everybody's got a phone. Film it. That's exactly what this lady did. This is her right here. This is Claudia Ackley. She was out in California, had her kids, her daughters with her. They were hiking, and she saw something that changed her life. And when she actually went to the park board, the California Park Board, and the reason she did it was because what she saw, she thought wasn't real. So when she went to the parks, they discredited her, saying what you saw was a bear. Her belief was, no, I know what I saw, and it wasn't a bear. And you need to be telling people that this shit is in these forests, because I was out there with my children. Her argument was from the point of view of a mother who had children. She sees this thing that she thought was not real. Scares her kids. And I have the original video, and I will show it to you. At least part of it. I believe there's more to this, but from what I understand, it was removed. There was a part of it where the children get extremely scared, and then she starts getting scared, and she kind of gets the children, and they walk backwards away from it. I don't think that they left that in the film. I think it was removed. But I remember seeing the original, and when the children get scared and then the mother starts getting scared, it was disturbing, to say the least, because you're like, damn. So I'm going to show you a couple of different things, guys, about this. This is pretty wild. This is probably one of the only videos that is compelling enough for me to be a supporter of Claudia's. I thought she saw something. Here's the original, and I'm gonna press play here. Let me max out this. So
I swear to God.
if you guys can hear it, if you guys can't hear it, let me know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know you're probably looking down, right? You're looking down at the bottom. Down at the bottom's not where it's at. It's up there.
Mom? I see it. Is it by the tree? Yeah. On the shoulder? Yeah. I want to go home now. Did it move? Yes.
Yeah, the position of the thing, where it was at, the sheer size of it alone is hard to. It's actually kind of hard to fathom, to be honest with you.
The video quality is so bad.
I know. Yeah.
Is it by the tree? Mom? I see it. Is it by the tree? Mom? I see it. Is it by the tree?
Did you see it? Do you think it was Bigfoot? Tell us in the comments. So that's one part here. This one I think is a comparison that, if I'm correct, this should show some of the movements. And I believe that this phone was at its absolute maxed out pixelization. Like there was no way to get any more detailed without getting right up on it. And then I have a couple more things. I have one more here that I uploaded myself.
Yeah, I've always like wondered, like even though like this original film was this video was filmed what was it 2017?
Yeah.
Like as far as you can zoom in, and then on top of it you like if it starts to blend into the background, the pixels start to bleed into each other, so it's really difficult to see any details.
Yeah. So yeah, this was part of her mission. You can see this, like that's the same spot, side by side comparisons here. Let me go back to that real quick. Back it up just a second. That's another thing she did. She went back to the trail and started putting pictures or those up there for people to, like if somebody saw something to get a hold of her, you know what I mean? So you guys see the big area up there, and then it's empty, basically. You can kind of get an idea of how much mass was up there in that tree. I should have made a loop of just that, honestly. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh shit, my bad. That's here. Yeah. See what I mean? There was another guy who went to the location and climbed it, right? Climbed up the tree 13 feet in the air and broke out tape measures and measured everything, right? And I always thought this was really cool because he got up there and measured everything, comes back and like just gives you every measurement, from like, he was like, this branch is this long, from here to here is this long, from here to here is this long. And then he put that still back up and he's like, so this thing is this long, like he's showing you. And that video vanished. And I know I told you about this video before because it was so good. This guy was so thorough.
Yeah,
and I could not find that video. Like,
yeah, because I remember you saying that he estimated if this was after doing all, he said it was about 13 feet. If I'm correct, that's what you said.
I don't know
that
if
the guy said
it was 13 feet or if the tree was like, if it was that high up. I don't know.
Okay.
But I mean, he estimated the critter, whatever it was. It was fucking big. That's why people were saying like, well, it could have been a bear. It's just, it was unusually large. Like if you told me it was like two guys sharing a Bigfoot costume, I'd believe that. You know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, because that would get you the size you need. Like this thing, it was a fridge.
Let me ask you like this. Okay, do we know what location this is? I've never asked this question, especially when we talked about it.
Apparently, it was somewhere up in California. I could try to get the exact location.
Well, I was just saying, like, I know some of these, like, and this is a park, right?
Yeah, it was one of the parks up there.
Because I was wondering, like, is it common for a bear to be around these areas?
I have no idea.
In California, yeah, just about anywhere but Los Angeles. I mean, there's a bear on their flag.
Shit.
I get that, but
Lake Arrowhead, California.
The only reason why, I'm just trying to compare, to see if, it's a normal thing for a bear to be in those parts.
It is. I mean, it is known for them. Yeah, black bears.
Is there any? I wonder if there's any kind of warnings saying that there are bears in this park. Could be bears in this
Well,
park,
I mean, okay, so
or is that just a given that people should know?
I mean, I imagine they probably, you know, I can only imagine that they probably remind you, like, hey, don't forget these fuckers are everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a roughly, we call it 35,000 black bears in California.
But black bears don't get that big, do they? Like, the only ones that
I have
get
no
really,
idea.
really big are grizzly bears, right?
I mean, don't brown bears get big?
Well, brown bears are grizzly bears. So
Oh,
brown
I
bears
didn't know that.
are grizzly bears and Kodiaks.
But you don't see would you see a Kodiak around there? Because I thought that was only where
No,
they're from.
Kodiak bears are only known to be in Alaska.
Yeah.
gotcha.
And it's not a polar bear. Those are massive, but I feel like we would have noticed
Yeah.
that.
You see a polar bear walking through the front yard, he's gonna stick out a little bit.
That, since we're talking about it, I know I'm getting off the track. Did you guys hear about the albino brown bear that has been every time activists that been trying, they thought it was a creature, it was a polar bear that was taken from its natural habitat and brought, and it was released, or it got loose from somebody's facility, and they keep taking it back to the north, to the Arctic, and this is a brown bear. It can't survive there. It's done. They've done it 3 fucking times, and it's a albino brown bear, and they keep taking it back to the coldest part, and it can't survive. It almost died 3 fucking times because they keep thinking it's a polar bear.
Oh my god! Like, really?
Yeah.
Dude, you can only imagine him, because they probably tranquilize it, right? And he wakes up and he's like, "Oh God, what a night, man! I was getting into these garbage cans, and it was like, ooh, it's a little nipply out here. Fuck! They brought me back up here again. God damn it!" Yep.
So there used to be a species called the California grizzly bear.
Really?
Yep. It's extinct. When did it go extinct, though?
2018.
Yeah.
I was just saying, maybe the last one was in her video.
I'm trying to find when it actually went extinct. I'm not having a lot of luck. I don't know why. You would think that would be an easy thing to find.
Yeah.
Let me try another search.
I don't know. It's hard to say. It's interesting that the Claudia Ackley thing is interesting because this lady was so convinced at what she saw. You know what I mean? That she literally went after the state parks.
Okay.
What?
So it went extinct in 1924.
So it's still pretty recent.
Yeah. And they were up to 8 feet. 1,000-pound, 8-foot bear.
I mean, that gets us back in the realm of possibilities.
How crazy would it be if it was extant and not extinct?
Yeah.
I mean, this has happened before.
It has happened. Yeah. mean, let's face it. We humans, I mean, we like to think that we categorize and list everything, but there's always room for fuck ups.
Oh yeah, and then you got to think about it too. It's a common thing that you still see to this day, just because you, what about that one video that I showed you guys? It was a TikTok video of that dog, that wolf, that was huge.
Oh yeah, that thing was massive.
Like, yeah, like, okay, what if that was a dire wolf or something? Like, I'm not saying that it is, but they're like, that's like, it's not common. Like, oh, it's a wolf. Like,
Yeah.
you don't see a wolf all the time, so you're
The
like,
one
oh,
where
it's just a
the little dog's like trying to chase
yeah.
it off, and it's
Well,
like
it's not a
massive.
little dog. I think it was like like mid-sized dog. Like,
Yeah. I'd loan
so
him Journey, but you know, I gotta bring her back. You know, once she gets done whooping ass, she gets tired. She's got a nap. You know what I mean?
yeah.
She's little, but she don't take no shit. Give me 1 second, guys. Be right back.
Uh-huh.
I'll leave you guys my exact copy stunt double.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah, was it so yeah, that's kind of like where I was going with the whole thing, is that we can't, because it's so similar to what the other indigenous like bears that are around there, seeing one of those wouldn't surprise somebody unless they dive a little deeper and actually look at it. Okay, this is something that's supposed to be technically extinct.
Right.
Because like, how many times have we what's that term that we've used before, where we thought it was extinct but it was
Extant.
did you just extant? Is that what it?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a rebuttal to the extinct.
You know what? Now I got to look it up and make sure I got the words right.
I can't remember. I remember you saying it, but that extant. I don't know if that's what I remember you guys saying.
Still in existence is what extant means.
Okay,
So I was right.
you're right. Okay, extant. So yeah, like, it's a big possibility. Like Denny was saying, it's like we like to say that we do our due diligence, and we may what we say is the truth at the time.
Right.
Just because that's the truth right now doesn't mean new facts come up and say like, oh no, we were wrong. We'll try again later.
I managed to snag a picture of I don't know if it's taxidermied or if it's a stuffed fake or whatever of the California grizzly. It's not looking good for our
Video.
no, not for the video. It's not looking good to be our suspect.
Okay.
Where did D-Man go?
Are you looking for the bear?
Okay, I got him down here. All right.
Delete.
Yeah, clearing stuff up. It's it gets messy if somebody doesn't go through it. Take care of this. I'll show him to you. He's pretty brown.
Very brown.
Hey, he's got a
And,
different
like,
face.
Yeah. It's another thing too is like, this has been long extinct, is like the short nose. Is it black bear or brown bear?
I believe so.
Those, yeah, I heard that those are pretty, like back then, like those things were pretty massive. They were like, I want to say they rival the size of a polar bear.
Well, I'm sure Claudia probably ate many of our ancestors.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm here to go to your back so I can show you this. This is the California roof.
God damn. Looks like a fucking air torpedo. That's a fucking vehicle.
He's like a potato.